go. All right. You want me to test it? We can hear? All right. Sorry, everybody. I just wanted to start off with apologizing for taking the last 2 weeks off. We just kind of wanted to make sure everybody was safe. We started having a lot more participation in person than people coming online to attend. So just for everybody's safety in person, we took the last 2 weeks. But I appreciate Lynn and Maria coming back, and Rosie as well. We have Rosie in person. And we'll go ahead and get started just per usual. So I'll start off with bingo calls, and then from there we'll go into our warm-up exercises. So if you have your card and pen or pencil or marker in front of you. We're going to start off with G55. G55. Right. 074. 074. And I30. I30. Let's do one more here. And I21. I21. All right, go ahead and put those markers or pens down. We're going to start off with our warm-up exercises. These can be done remaining seated. So we're going to start with putting our right arm across our body and hold that right elbow with your left hand. So try and reach it across your body, Rosie. So just a cross. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. And then hold that elbow. Beautiful. Perfect. And just hold that stretch. You'll notice too, if you take a nice deep inhale and exhale, it will deepen the stretch without you even pulling anywhere. So it helps deepen each of the stretches. So I want you to remember to breathe all throughout. Right, let's go ahead and switch. Left arm goes across your body. Hold that left elbow with your right hand. And as promised, you all get to watch me just get bigger and bigger pregnant as each week goes on. And just for a reminder, our final session, so we're going up from now until July 6th. So July 6th will be our last session. We're going to be skipping 4th of July and then ending on July 6th. Right, we're going to go ahead and release that. I want everybody to put your right arm above your head and go and just lay that right hand on your shoulder. Let it drop and hold that right elbow with your left hand. Very nice. You should feel a nice stretch in your shoulder as well as your tricep. So going right through the back of your arm. And again, remember to breathe. Give me one more deep breath. Very nice. Go ahead and release. We're going to put that left arm up in the air and drop that left arm to rest on your shoulder. Hold that left elbow and breathe. Two more big deep breaths here. Last one. Very nice. Now let's warm up our legs a little bit. This one's a little easier if you kind of sit more towards the edge of your chair. That way you have a nice balance of your feet on the ground. We're just going to walk, just kind of like we're walking in place, just to wake up our legs, get our legs moving, get our heart kind of beating a little bit here. We're going to stay here for about 30 seconds. And throughout today's session, I am going to go ahead and continuously ask some of the fall prevention questions. So I will add some in after each of our exercises and before we go to the next bingo calls. Let's stay here for about 10 more seconds. All right. We're going to ask our first question before we go back to bingo. And just go ahead and unmute yourself if you're online and to answer. So which of the following is a modifiable risk factor for falls? Vitamin D deficiency, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, or none of the above? Anybody have the answer for this one? So we're,
the question again,
sorry.
please?
It is, which of the following is a modifiable risk factor for falls? So which of these can you modify to reduce your risk of falls? Vitamin D deficiency, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, or none of the above?
Vitamin D?
Yes, that is correct. So vitamin D, we can add more vitamin D either through our diet or sitting out in the sun in order to increase our vitamin D. So we don't have that deficiency. But multiple sclerosis and Parkinson's, you can't really adjust those. So vitamin D is definitely, make sure you have get the right amount of vitamin D in your diet to help reduce your risk of falls. And talk to your healthcare provider if you are at risk for vitamin D deficiency. All right, let's go back to bingo calls. Good job, Lynn. All right, the first one is G46. G46. N37. N37. Okay, if you guys weren't here before, told you I got a new little ball spinner and it came with some blank balls, so that was just a blank ball. I apologize. 073. 073. Let's do one more here. And 063. 063. Very nice. We're going to go into our strength exercises now. So we're going to start with our resistance bands on these ones. The first one, you can remain seated. So if you want to grab your resistance band, Rosie. And if you are seated, I want you to inch your way to the very edge of your chair. That way you maintain that your both feet are nice and flat on the ground. I'll wait for everybody to get set up here. Make sure you have a good grip of the resistance band so it's not going to snap back up you. All right, and your palms are going to face forward and we're going to do arm curls. Careful, Rosie. Maybe if you scoot forward a little bit more on the chair, and that way you have a good grip on the ground. Good job. All right, let's go up for 2 and down. Nice, slow, and controlled. So don't fling your arms down like that. You want them up nice and controlled and down nice and controlled. You want resistance in both directions. For 4, we're going to do 10 total here. For 5, for 6, for 7, 8. Remember to breathe, everybody. 9. And last one. Very nice. All right. Go ahead and leave the resistance band where it is right now. I want everybody, we're going to do a low row. So everybody stay in the same position. We're going to bend forward just slightly in our seat, and we're going to pull the resistance bands towards our shoulders and back down. So you're really working your back and your upper shoulder blades. That's 2. For 3, remember to keep breathing here. 4. As you're pulling up, if you exhale and inhale when you release. Exhale for release. For 6, 7, very nice. 8, 9, last one here. 10, very nice. Go ahead and shake those arms out a little bit. All right, and this one, just because I know I'm gonna hit the table, you can remain seated if you'd like. I'm gonna, again, just put the resistance band just right under my feet right here. And we're gonna do lateral raises. So we're gonna start with our arms down by our side. And these ones also can be called butterflies. So you're gonna raise your arms as high as they go and back down. Again, nice, slow, and controlled. You can stay seated doing this one. For 2, you want it slow up and slow back down. For 3, do 10 total here. For 4, for 5, very nice. 6, 7, 8, and you want to breathe out on the hardest part. So as you're going up, 9, last one, and 10. Very nice, everybody. Go ahead and put your resistance bands on the side. And I have another fall prevention question before we go back to bingo. So this question reads, exercise is not effective unless I go to a gym. Is that true or false? Exercise is not effective unless I go to a gym.
False.
False, yes. You don't have to go to a gym to exercise. we can work out anywhere, honestly. Yeah, they have fancy equipment and all of that, but you don't need equipment all the time to get a good workout in. We're all here today. I mean, if you can hear me, I'm breathing extra heavy. All right, go ahead and grab your marker if you don't already have it in your hand, and we're gonna go back to 4 bingo calls. All right, N36. N36. N45. My apologies. N45. Couple more here. I23. I23. Right. N41. N41. Right. And go back to our exercises here and do some balance exercises. How are we doing, Lynn and Maria? Do we have some numbers being crossed? Are we
Oh, too far.
not so far? Slow start?
Too far.
Too far, all right. Maria, are you getting lucky over there? I don't know if we can unmute. Rosie, how are you doing?
So far, so good.
All right. All right, let's move over to our balance exercises. This first one, we're gonna stay seated. So I want everybody kind of get a good balancing stance in your chair. So if you have to scoot forward in your chair to get your feet nice and planted on the ground, go ahead and do that. And we're gonna start with our right ankle going up, and we're gonna point our toes forward and back up to the sky. This is just an ankle flex, get our ankle woken up, and just move it around a little bit. So again, ankle, that's a great, ankle exercises in general, great for fall rest. So we want to work on our ankles, build the strength up in our ankles. So these exercises you can do while you're sitting down, watching TV, reading the newspaper. Let's do 2 more here. All right, go ahead and put that right leg down. We're gonna put our left leg up in the air, point our toe forward and back up to the sky. We're gonna do 10 total on this leg as well. The best thing about all these exercises, they can be done at home while all of us are, I mean, we have our shows that we watch and the news and whatnot, or just our favorite book. You can raise one of your feet and just do a couple exercises. All right, go ahead and put that leg down. We are gonna go ahead and stand up for this next one. So if you can stand up and just go to the back of your chair. And have everybody hold on to the back of their chair for this one. We are gonna do some side steps. So I'm gonna demo it this way. If you can't really see, I'll demo it forward as well. But we're gonna just step with our right foot and then back to center. Step again out with our right foot, back to center. And do it 10 times for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more here, 9, and 10. Bring it back to center. Take a nice deep breath here. All right, and then we're gonna do it with our left foot. So left foot goes out and back to center. For 2, for 3, for 4, and you can go at your own speed here too. If this is too fast or too slow for you, go ahead and go at whatever pace your preference is. For 7, 8, 9, last one here. Very nice. Right, I want everybody to stay in this position, and we're gonna do rear hip extensions. So we're gonna start with our right foot, our right leg. I want one deep breath before we go into this one. Nice deep breath, everybody. All right, so with the right foot, our leg, we're just going to pull the leg out and place it back down. Nice and gentle, nice and slow. For 2, and back down. For 3, down. 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, 8, 9, last one here with the right, 10. And you'll notice your body's gonna naturally, your top part of your body is gonna lean forward as you lean the leg back. So up with the left and back down. For 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Very nice, everybody. You can go ahead and sit back in your chair. That's it for our balancing exercises. And also, please let me know if you want me to change my pace. If it's too fast or too slow, I'm happy to adjust as well. Before I go into bingo calls, I'm gonna ask another fall prevention question here. So smoking and drinking alcohol have no effect on your risk for falls. Is that true or false? Yes.
False.
Yes. So yes, of course, drinking even a small amount of alcohol can affect your balance and your reflexes. So everything's a little impaired when you drink alcohol. And then tobacco use can decrease bone mass and make the chance of fractures from falls higher. So just a little background. Right, we're gonna go into our bingo calls. So grab your pen or marker. B3. B3. G59. G59. G48. G48. B6. B6. Let's do 2 more here. G58. G58. Do 1 more. And B8. B8. All right, let's go ahead and do our cardiovascular exercises. We are gonna start off with our chair sit-in stands. So we're gonna start in a seated position. Again, get a good, nice balance with your feet planted on the ground. And I want everybody to kind of keep challenging yourself with this one. So if we're starting off and we need to hold the sides of our chair, please do so. If you can do one with your hands on your legs and stand without using your hands, try it once. If it's most comfortable doing it that way, great. But let's try and we're gonna shoot for 10 of these. So we're gonna stand up for 1 and back down and go at your own pace here. Do 10 total. And for 3 and back down. For 4 and down. For 5 and down. 6 and down. Very nice. 7 and down. 8 and down. 9 and down. Last one here. 10 and down. Very nice. Take a nice deep breath here. These are our cardiovascular exercises, so you should feel your heart beating a little bit faster after you complete these. All right, we are gonna get in a standing position for the next one. So again, if you wanna hold, just so I'm not blocked by the chair, I'm gonna hold the table for this one, but if you wanna hold the back of your chair, or if you wanna march with your arms going, we're gonna march in place for 30 seconds. So I want everybody to just kind of focus, bringing that knee up to your chest. If you need to hold on for balance, please do so. If you want to use your arms while you're doing this, you can as well. And breathe throughout. Just like we're walking in place, but just bring that leg a little bit higher than your normal walking. If you go a little bit slower because you're bringing that knee up, that's great. That's totally fine. My kid is moving around today as we're going. Feel him kicking at the same time. All right, about 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Go ahead and take a seat if you're everybody's standing. Once we're all sitting down, we'll take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Do 1 more here, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Very nice. All right, so our next question is, dehydration can decrease your risk of falls. Is that true or false?
False.
It's actually true, so decrease, not increase. So dehydration can decrease your risk. So it's true. So when you're dehydrated, you have a greater chance of becoming tired and dizzy, which could increase your risk for falls. So especially with these hot days already starting in the summer, I mean, we haven't even officially hit the first day of summer, and we had already 100-degree couple weeks ago. So make sure we're hydrated, and you can always add, if you don't like plain water, I have to beg my mom to drink plain water. So I have her add some different kind of infusions, such as cucumber and things like that. So it's not just plain old water, and so she enjoys it a little bit more. So there's definitely a lot of different one of my favorite is grapefruit and rosemary, and add that into your water. It makes it so great flavor profile wise. All right, go ahead and grab your markers or pens. We're going to start with N34. N34. N42. N42. I16. I16. Let's do a few more here. O62. O62. Let's do one more. I29. I29. All right, now we're going to go ahead and go into our hand exercises. So if you have or actually this first one, don't worry about your stress ball. We're going to just start with our hand just out in front of us. And we're going to do thumb to each of our fingers. So thumb is going to touch our pointer, our middle, our ring, and our pinky. Let's do it again on the right side. We're just waking up those fingertips. One last time on the right. Right, let's switch over to the left, do the same thing. Unless you were doing them together, that's totally fine too. I'm just not that coordinated to do both hands at the same time. Let's do it one more time on the left here. Right, go ahead and grab your resistance or your stress ball. We're going to start off with the pinch grip. So I just want you to hold the ball with your pointer finger and middle finger and then your thumb. And you're just going to pinch with your fingers. This should be difficult. And we're going to do 10 times in each of our hands. It's 5. This one's kind of, you might go way faster, you might go way slower. So go at your own pace on these ones. Once you've done 10 in the right, go ahead and switch over to your left hand. Right. Switch over to the left, same fingers, pointer, middle, and just your thumb holding on the other side. And squeeze the ball 10 times. Does anybody notice, is your right hand easier than your left, or is your left easier? Are they both kind of equally as difficult? All right, if everybody's done 10 on their left, go ahead and go put the ball into your right hand with full power grip, with all fingers around, and I want you to squeeze down. And do this 10 times in your right hand. 4, 5. I want you to try and squeeze the ball all the way down. So if that requires to go a little bit slower to hold that squeeze, please do that. And once you've done 10 in your right, go ahead and switch to your left hand and do 10 in your left. I know I've said it before, but I'll repeat it. With our world being so everything on technology and typing and texting, these exercises are amazing for our wrists and our fingers and our hands. So especially to get them loosened up and not to lock up. We have a very digital world these days. All right, go ahead and put the ball down once you've done 10 on your left. And I have an additional question for everybody for fall prevention. Which of these are examples of improper footwear that could increase your risk for falls? Flimsy slippers or flip-flops, open-heeled shoes, shoes that are too large, or all of the above?
All of the above.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so it's important to wear proper fitting shoes that are slip resistant, that offer stability when walking both in and out of the house. So I learned the hard way. I had my first restaurant job while I was in college, and I didn't own non-slip shoes, and it only took me one day in the kitchen, and I flew. I had a tray of dishes, and I just slipped right through the kitchen. But non-resistant shoes make a huge difference. So it definitely saves us from a lot of falls when there are just things that spill on the floor naturally. All right. Let's go into some bingo calls. Hopefully we get a winner pretty soon. All right, 067. 067. Oh, 71. 071. G60. G60. 60. B1. B1. All right, let's do 2 more calls, then we'll go into our cool down exercises. B13. B13. Last one here. B14. B14. All right, go ahead and put your markers down. We're just going to do our cool down exercises here. All right, we're going to start with our trunk rotation. So I want everybody sitting, and just hopefully you could put your arms out without hitting anything. If you can't, go ahead and move somewhere where, or just, yeah, perfect. So we're just going to rotate our body from our trunk, from our back to the right. And I want everybody to hold right here. Try and fixate your eyes on something on your right side to help you stay in the same place. And then inhale and come back to center. Exhale and go to the left. Same thing here. Try and find something on your left. That way it helps you hold the stretch a little easier. Come back to center. Let's go to the right and hold. Last time, to the left and hold. All right, go ahead and release those arms. We're gonna do round and release. So this one's very similar to the cat stretch in yoga. So we wanna round our shoulders up and over, kind of like we're hunching our back over. And we're gonna release and squeeze our shoulder blades behind us together. We're gonna round those shoulder blades up and hunch our back over and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Very nice. Should feel like a really nice stretch for your upper back. Round and squeeze those shoulder blades. Let's do it one more time. Round those shoulders up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Very nice. Right, and this last one, we're gonna do mermaid. So we're gonna put that right arm over our head, and we're just gonna lean our body over to our left side and hold. Should feel a nice stretch going through all of your side over on your right side. All right, come back to center and drop that arm. Our left arm goes up, and we're gonna reach over to our right, and you should feel a nice stretch going up your entire left side. All right, go ahead and release that. Okay, so now we're gonna go into bingos. I'm just gonna keep calling bingo numbers, and when you get a bingo, go ahead and shout it out. Go ahead and grab your markers, everybody. Let's see who our winner is today. I-25. I-25. B2. B2. G5-4. B11. B11. I39. I39. Is anybody really close to a bingo?
Nope.
No? You're close. How many more do you need, Rosie? Sorry, I'm just going to. You just need one? All right. So you need 2 more for this row. So the 4 and the 7. All right, guys. Let's keep it going, everybody. G53. G53. I24. I24. O61. O61. O75. N43.
Bingo.
Oh, is that Lynn?
Yes.
All right, Lynn, you want to call him out?
41, 42, 43, 37.
Very nice. Were you just joking with us when you said not even close?
Yeah. No, I wasn't even close. There were 8 numbers called and I had nothing.
Oh.
The first 8.
Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations, Lynn. I will go ahead and mark that. So I do have a tally. I have you winning already 3 times. So I will add a 4th there. And like I said, I will send you a box because you're not in person with us. I will send you a box of 4 different prizes. So you have an assortment once I send you that box, just because it's a little too costly for us to send every single week. But
Yeah, I understand. And thank you so much.
of course. No, thank you for coming back, and thank you for coming today. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you all again on Wednesday. All
Okay,
right.
see you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Next time, Rosie, next time.